Alright, what's up YouTube? This is my final video out of the 4 parts showing you my new tank. I want to make this video a bit shorter. There's the Oscar. I just wanted to let you guys know this is the end of day 1. It's about almost 1 AM now of me setting up the new tank. Well, at least getting the water in it, or the fish in it. I had the water in it yesterday, and I set it up 2 days ago. I got the tank on Christmas Eve once again. I believe I already mentioned that though. I got it. There was a huge sale at PetSmart that a YouTube channel I'm subscribed to pointed. I'm trying to think of his name, but he mentioned the sale in his video. Aquarium Co-op, yeah, that's it. You could check out his channel if you'd like. But he mentioned the deal, and if it wasn't for him mentioning the deal, I would have never got this tank, and I have no idea where I would have gone from there. I probably would have ended up with a 55-gallon tank, or only a 20 or 30, and that means that I probably wouldn't be able to keep the fish that I want. Or if I got a 55, I would have to pay $250 for it, where I only paid $220 for this, and regularly priced, a good deal on a 55 would be about $250 with the tank, the stand, and the light, and for a 75-gallon tank, about $500 is regular price. So you can see 75 gallons are a lot more expensive, twice as much as 55s, just because you get that extra height and width of the tank. Which allows you to have bigger fish, or I guess more fish. So 75s are really good. You could fit just about anything in a 75-gallon tank other than like shovel nose sharks, like red-tailed catfish, arowanas, peacock bass, just stuff like that. But other than I guess you could call them monster fish, or what people call them, you could fit just about anything in here. You could fit some really big fish in here. So 75-gallon tank is nice, unless you have the space and money for really big tanks that go into the thousands of dollars. If you want to get one of that, that's good. I'd like to get one of those someday, but we'll see. So yeah, here's a 75. Pleco's been swimming around, but right now he's just chilling in the rock there. He seems to like that rock a lot. It's pretty big. Behind there, there's a lot of area in there, so that's a nice hiding spot for him. Oscar's active now. I know you guys want to know about him. I recently showed you. You could see his fins are all beat up. He's got a nice cut on his other side, and that's from the flower horn, which I'll show you guys in a sec. I mentioned in my last video that I added the flower horn to the tank. I'm looking, the cut's actually on the other side. I just couldn't see it with the lighting, but yeah, you guys already saw it. He's got that red cut on his side. It's hard to see with the lighting, but it's near the top. That big red cut in the middle, up near the top in the middle, right there. But yeah, the flower horn beat him up when I put him in here. The flower horn, I originally had 2 flower horns. I don't think I even made a YouTube video on both of them. I might have, though, I'm not sure. But he killed the original one after a couple days, and then he killed the jaguar cichlid without me knowing overnight, because he always hides in this one rock to avoid the flower horn, and his dead body was in there decomposing, and it was chewed up really bad, so I could tell that the flower horn really went after him and killed him. So that's a shame, but I guess you learn from your mistakes. I learned that flower horns aren't good with any other tank mates, no matter the size. They're just way too aggressive, and they just shouldn't be kept with any other fish, no matter the size. They just need to be by themselves unless you're breeding. Even when you're breeding, you gotta be careful. So Pleco's doing good. You could see I put a big piece of lettuce in here. He hasn't found it yet, but overnight he'll probably find it. He'll like that. He's been swimming all around the tank. As I mentioned, right when I started filming, he got scared and went in there, probably because I went right next to the tank. And I showed you the Oscar laying on his side in my last video. He wasn't doing good because he got beat up pretty bad and he was scared. He was being chased by the flower horn, but he's moving around now. And I mentioned in my last video that he is going to survive. I'm sure he will, unless he gets an infection. Hopefully he won't though. I added some salt to this tank, so that should help with his healing a bit. And yeah, the flower horn's in a different tank now. I'm not going to bother with him anymore. I'll show you the other tank in a sec, but I'm either gonna get rid of him, which is most likely gonna happen. There's a pet store that'll take him for free. This Exotic Pet Shop, which is where I got the Pleco at. It's where I got the Oscar at. It's where I got my Jaguar at that he killed. But the flower horns are from a different pet store. Both of them are family-owned pet stores, obviously. The other one is Petland. That's where I got the flower horns, because there's this old guy who breeds like tons of fish. He breeds all kind of exotic fish, and he makes a bunch of money doing it. And I guess somehow he got some flower horns. I don't know if he breeds them himself, but he brought some in. And I saw one time he was selling some, they were about 3.5 inches long. He was selling them for $250. So I saw some ones that were about 1.5 inches to 1 inch for only $16. So I was like, wow, you know, this is really cool. Flower horns are rarely ever seen in pet stores, so I gotta pick them up. So I bought 2 of them, and that's how I ended up with them. And you already know one of them died. I got the one now. So yeah, this tank right now is the Pleco, and the Oscar. He's doing better now. He's swimming around. So he got scared from the flower horn, but I was gonna potentially add my Jack Dempsey upstairs, which is fully grown, or just about fully grown to this tank. But I'm gonna let the Oscar heal first, just in case the Jack Dempsey goes after him. I don't think he will. He was a little nasty when he was younger, but he doesn't bother any of the other fish because he's in a community tank upstairs, a 30-gallon. So you know he's pretty big for a 30-gallon. But yeah, I'm gonna just leave the Oscar and Pleco alone for a couple days. And I just want to show you the flower horn real quick before I end the video. He's in the 10-gallon by himself now. I took out everything, so he has tons of swimming room, and that's him. Here's the tank, excuse me, but yeah, that's him. And yeah, I'm gonna leave the Oscar and Pleco alone for now. I might add some fish in the next day or two, but I'm not gonna add anything for now. And this is the flower horns tank. He's gonna stay in here all by himself until I either decide to give him the 75 to himself and get rid of the other fish, or until I decide to get rid of him. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I'm running out of film right here, so I'm gonna have to end it. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments, just let me know. If you have any advice or anything you want to let me know, any questions, I'll answer. Thanks for watching, and yeah.